Hello everyone and welcome to the Wolfside channel. Today with the special topic, always special, GM relations. Henrik had a statement to that and I also have a statement to that. And when we look back to Mortal Online 1, Starboard had the very good idea to make player GMs. For example, if you are a very encouraged player and you really love the game, then you could apply to be a GM. And yeah, that brought some problems to the table, of course, because some GMs had relations to guilds and players, and some GMs were like, I don't know, looking around and searching for some players, and if they found the player, they saying to their guild, this player is there, this guild is currently there, this guild is making this dungeon, and stuff like that. And there were also some videos about, for example, a GM account is flying around and deleting the keeps and stuff like that in Mortal Online 1. And yeah, that was the day where we all got a rollback, of course. But the thing is, this could happen with player GMs. That's why Starboard hired paid GMs that had nothing to do with the game. That had really nothing to do with the game. And that is the way to go. It sounds pretty stupid because as someone who has no relation to the game whatsoever, is maybe not good in helping people, but what is better? Some support that is not helping 100% maybe, but they are very good right now. They are very good right now. They are very skilled over the years, but at the beginning that was a little bit of a problem. But what is better? I mean, it's far better that we have paid GMs now instead of player GMs. I mean, many people currently in Mortal Online 2 complain about that the GM don't understand what they're talking about while describing a problem or a bug. And most of the time they know that, but rarely they have a problem of understanding what you want. But this is far better than player GMs. Holy shit, we had player GMs in Mortal Online 1. Yeah, and I was playing the time where we had player GMs in Mortal Online 1, and holy shit, you don't want to have that in Mortal Online 2. Fucking trust me. It's very good that we have no player GMs in Mortal Online 2. Of course, I also saw in the same posts that were claiming that with player GMs it would be much better. But on the same posts, some people were describing they have now paid GMs. But what hinders a very dedicated player who want to spy whatever the shit out of some guilds or whatever to apply for the job, and then he's more or less a player GM hired as a paid GM. I don't know how Starboard prove that, or how Starboard look over the GMs in a certain way to make sure that they have no affiliation whatsoever. But I really hope that they have some mechanisms there to that the GMs approve each other, or maybe even watch at each other what they are doing, because this would be a fucking nightmare. And when territorial control comes out, this is a key point feature. If they really have a paid GM that would be like a player GM, then we all will have some problems. But I guess Starboard won't do that, and Starboard will do everything they can to provide the safety of us and provide good support while maintaining complete neutrality from the in-game support. I mean, I really understand the point in all the discussions where player GMs are a good idea, but we already had that and it was fucking shit. It doesn't matter how trustworthy you are, it doesn't matter how good your reputation is, and it doesn't matter who you are. As long as you're playing this game, you can't be 100% neutral. I mean, I really try it with this YouTube channel to be as neutral as fucking possible, and I'm very sorry if it's sometimes don't look like that. But if something got sieged or some major event is happening on the server and I'm just there for the camera run, then I'm just there for the fucking camera. If I'm now recording from that side or from the other side or from that opponent or that opponent, it doesn't matter. I'm just the camera. I mean, I played enough Mortal Online. I have fun if everyone around is having fun. But now to the more interesting thing. What is Henrik's statement to the player GMs?
That's why GMs should be able to play so they can keep up with meta and exploits. I mean, the problem is when GMs becomes kind of players, they will be called out even though they are neutral. And we can't have that possibility that can be true and that could happen. That's why we learned the hard way years ago that our GMs always have to be external, professional, hired employees, and that's it. No relation to guilds, no relation to any specific player, and where they may feel biased or even could take a step trying cheating. Obviously now we have a system in place that can monitoring all that, so we would have to remove them if that happened, but we don't want that to be a reputation behind Mortline 2. We never allowed GMs in the first game, but we have counselors. Counselor had a little bit power, but already there it became a problem. And the whole reputation about corrupt staff, GMs helping guilds left and right, awful. And it's like a big punch in the stomach to me personally, when I know that that will never be tolerated. So that's why we made it a clear stance when we obviously moved forward that, okay, away with all that. A player can never be related in any formal way. GMs are not allowed to play the game or have any relations whatsoever to any players or guilds, to make sure there's no reputation or no blame in name calling or whatever, I mean, we have had GM mistakes, right? We have lack of protocols, and those, every time we run into an issue where we have a meeting to say, okay, what happened here? What's the problem? What happened? What caused? How can we make a rule and protocol to make sure that the GMs cannot make the wrong calls? In this type of game and project, it's a huge challenge because it's ever changing. It's very dynamic. Thousands of players come up with crazy ideas. It's impossible to avoid a new situation every now and then, especially with more and more features, content going into the game. Just think about it, right? It makes sense. It's very much open, dynamic than any other game, and that's also the beauty of it. But the downside and challenge is exactly this, right? Of course, we will make mistakes. We have done them in the past, but the important thing is that we absolutely learn from them and we get a strict rule and protocol in place so it won't repeat in the future. And that's all we can do, and anyone could do making these types of game.
And oh boy, I'm very glad that they learned from that. Holy shit. And also another thing was the safety of GM accounts in Mortal Online 1. There's still a video on YouTube, I will not link that, holy shit, but where someone was hacking Henriks' account, and this video is still online. I mean, Starbolt, if you really have the rights to do that, maybe shut it down. It's not good publicity if you have a video out there where someone is hacking the account of the CEO. I mean, of course, this video is fucking old, but it still can be found. And if you were angry every time when the GM don't know what you're talking about, then please be gentle with them. Sometimes they don't know. They know a lot of stuff, but for very, very specific stuff they can't know. They don't playing this game, so sometimes they can't know. But much more interesting, what is your opinion about that? About the player GMs, about the paid staff, and what is your experience with the Starbolt support? My experience was always good, sometimes even funny, and very, very rarely it was not pleasant. So please, if you like and subscribe, would be awesome. And ring the bell. And special thanks to all the supporters, of course: Carmel, Professor O, Lukario, the Spicy Gentleman, Slum Gaming, Rhonus, Paarthurnax, Mip, Cologne, Bulldog, Canopo, you, and all the others, of course. So always remember to make your GM hard. Party hard, and see you all next time. Goodbye.